everybody, Cindy Utter here with my artsy endeavors. How are we doing today? I'm doing pretty good. What I decided to do, I like to use my own flowers that I make out of book text, and this is just some examples of things that I do on the book text, and I wanted to show you really quick how they're done. I mean, it's very, very simple. If I am sitting watching a movie or something of that nature and I want to make some flowers or doodle or whatever, I usually have an old book. This is like an old Reader's Digest, one of the hardcover ones that I got at a thrift shop for, I don't know, $1. But I like to use the book text to make these flowers, so I just figured I'd play with them a bit and show you how I did it. So let's get started. Okay, so how I start out is I either have just plain book text, which is this here, or I have book text that I've had some extra paint and I've decided to just use the extra paint to color the book text. I'm using an Elegant Writer, and the reason I'm using this is because it does smudge, which I like to do that on these flowers. And I'm going to go ahead and start off just with a regular book text. Let's see, let's just grab a book text here, and basically I doodle. You know, I just doodle flowers and see what looks good and what I like, and just, you know, what's this flower gonna look like? Is it perfect? No flower is. I don't know any perfect flower. But I doodle. I like to just play around with different shapes of flowers. Whether it be your standard petal flower, okay, maybe it's a, I don't know what you want to call this, a spiked flower. I play, okay. This one I don't like. I can tell you right now, I don't like that flower, so we're just going to leave that one alone. But again, it's just doodling. That's all I'm doing. Okay, and then what I do is I actually take a water brush. Okay, so I'll just take, this is just a flat water brush, and I grab a little bit of color from my watercolor palette and I'll fill these in. Now, with these, the Elegant Writer does smudge, and I kind of like that. I like the fact that it smudges on the line. So if you don't want it to smudge, you're going to want to use a waterproof or a waterproof pen to make these, because the black ink will smudge, and I'm okay with that. My watercolor palette here is not quite wet enough yet. So I'm just adding some more water here. Here's the palette that I'm using. So I'm just adding a little bit more water. I want to get some more purple in. Of course, purple. Whoops, love the purple. And then what I do is I set these aside and let them dry. Let's see, let's get this guy. We got him purple. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. I'm going to throw a little bit of red on this one. Again, I'm not real careful with these, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them out anyways. So I don't see any reason why I have to be perfect. Or look at this one. This one's going to be like almost like an ox blood color, the way that black has went in with it, which I like that. Like I said, I'm going to cut these out anyways, so I'm not worried about staying within the lines. I'm not worried about, you know, them being perfect. They don't have to be. On this one, I'm just getting rid of what I have left over of the color on my water brush. And then I'll use these. I'll doodle on those and make flowers or whatever else I decide to make. So we'll just set those aside. Alright, now I want to take just a little bit of the yellow and just go in with my nose flower, the bud. little bit of green. And again, I'm playing with these. I'm just relaxing, enjoying, having fun, just playing. So then what I'll do is once these are dry, let's get these dried up and I'll show you what else I do with them. Alright, so I got these almost dry, or pretty well dry. Now I'm also using, again, another water-based marker, and I'm using my Tombows. And now, even though I am using watercolor and water-based markers, there's no issue with that, because what happens is when I decide to put them down on the paper, you just have to make sure you do a real quick, light glue, okay? And it won't run everything. If you sit and rub it over and over and over again, yeah, you're going to have issues, okay? The water is going to run, the paint is going to lift up, that sort of thing. But if you're just doing a quick, you know, put some matte medium down, put your flower on top, throw a layer of matte medium over top, you're good. These will not, you know, you can still use these in regular art. Now, I'll also take my Tombow markers and play around with them. I also like to take my Posca pens and just add a little bit of bling to them, a little bit of detail, maybe some, you know, dots, lines, whatever the case may be, just to give them a little bit of life. And it's just a really quick, easy, doodly way to make some flowers to add to your art journal or, you know, a canvas, whatever you may choose to use them on. Okay, and like I said, I'll show you some of the other ones I've got here. This one here, again, I was just doodling. I decided to do those in green. So I'm basically just going to take my, this is a black gel pen. And if I can get it to work, maybe. This one doesn't want to work today. You know, this may sound strange, but one thing I've found is after you take them on a plane, it's almost like the air in them get messed up. It's really weird. But anyways. Alright, that's not working. I'm going to have to find a new one. Let's see. Let me find one of my black Poscas. Alright, I've gotten out a few of the Poscas that I may use here. Here's my black. Like I said, it's about doodling and finding what you like and just, you know, making it your own style. Yeah, I'm not liking this either. That orange is too dark. This orange is brighter. I think I'm just gonna and like I said, again, it's not perfect. I'm not making perfect flowers. I don't want perfect flowers. I just want them to be doodled. I want them to be random. Just something to play with in my art journals, okay? Okay. I'll do a little bit more to that once that dries. Here's just a couple that I've played around with. Here's another sheet, same thing. I was just doodling. I took a little bit of color, threw it on there. These may have actually even been done with Tombows. Just take your little, you know, your Tombow, take a little bit of a wet pen, a water brush, and just smudge it in there. Here's some more. Again, just playing around. Another set here. So I just wanted to pop in really quick and just show you, you know, some ways that you can make yourself some flowers without, you know, having to make everything perfect and just by using limited supplies. So I hope you've enjoyed this. As always, be kind, have fun. That's what life's all about. And happy creating. We'll talk to you later. Bye.